Hello everyone, thank you for watching Saltwater 2.0. So we got a couple new things for the tank, and I'll go over them with you. Move some corals around, things like that. Just trying to make the tank, pop out a little more, and the corals pop out a little more. I got a new fish. He's only a day new, so hopefully you get to see him if you're lucky. Because right now he's hiding, for the most part. But this is just how the tank is. One coral fell, one of my Duncans fell. I'm not going to move because I want to show you guys the growth of it because it's still looking pretty good. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's the 75-gallon tank. Everything's looking pretty nice. Pretty good. I'm happy with everything. So we can just go over some quick stuff. Like the Xenia right here. This Xenia has been growing like crazy. And it's starting to take over. Even got on this mushroom frag right here, this rock. So it's really, it's taking over. It's not really caring where it's going. It's just going. I don't mind that the Xenia is starting to go, because I want it to, be as natural as possible. I just want to make sure that it doesn't go a little too crazy. But right now it seems like it's under control. If you can just take over this little rock right here, that'll be nice too. I wouldn't mind that. But they're doing pretty good, so that's good. The mushrooms are doing good. Down below on the sand bed. They're growing. I mean, they really are getting big. I did have a whole other group of mushrooms. I moved them to the other side of the tank. I'll show you them soon. But they're all mushrooms are doing good, so I'm happy with that. My frog spawn right here, when I first got it, was doing really good. Now it looks like it's not. Ever since I moved him, because Xenia was taking over, I had to move him, and he didn't like it. And I had to use this coral glue that I think might be actually the problem of this. So hopefully that can get underway and get fixed. Tooth coral, got him up top here. He's loving it. He's been up there for a while. He's doing really good. Definitely growing, showing signs of growth. His feeder tentacles always come out, which is another good thing. He's liking his spot right here. He has a good amount of flow coming his way. Not too much though, but he's definitely happy with his spot, and I can definitely tell that too. So tooth coral is doing really good. Here, green star polyps are definitely expanding. They're getting more of that thick stage right now. So basically, they're not so much expanding anymore. I mean, they are expanding because like when I first got them, the frag was like this. It was nothing. And now look at it. It's just huge. So it's opening up. It's probably about the size of my palm. So it's not only expanding on the rock, and it's going up on the rock, which I think is going to look really nice once it is fully grown and fully out there expanding. It's just really nice that it's getting thick and it's actually starting to wave around, and it's starting to become its own independent coral. It's gonna expand probably to the top area of this rock, and I think that's gonna look really nice on this side. It's gonna be a nice Xenia moving coral, a little bit of a purplish blend, and boom, nice bright neon green flowing there. So that's good. So now we have the metal hammer here. Metal hammers might be one of the most expensive coral I have. Once I put him here, I didn't end up moving him at all. I think that he is in a perfect spot for himself. You can see all those tentacles are going out there. It's nuts, but he's enjoying this spot a lot. And I don't plan on moving him anytime soon. He's never fallen over once, nothing like that. I used the coral glue for him, especially him, and he's loving life. Torch coral is actually looking pretty good. Will I ever move a torch coral? You know what, probably, because you see these tentacles right here. They're not getting even close to him. I mean, from the angle it might look like that, but I can see it. It's not close at all. But will I move him? I probably will, just to be safe. But the torch coral, though, it's growing, it's flowing. It's a good coral. It adds more movement to the side of the tank, which is what I was going for. We have the xenia, the star polyps, we have now the hammer and the torch. So we have these things that really add a lot of movement to the side of the tank, which is what I like. Candy canes. Candy canes are doing really, really good. They're actually starting to open up a lot more right now as we speak. You can tell the top part of the area, they were a little crunched up, even though they're really healthy. When I see these guys, they are fully blossomed. They are huge, just like kind of that one head right there on the bottom of it. They're all like really, really well. Once I put them in this spot, I never decided to move them. They're doing great. I don't feed these guys anymore. I probably should, but I don't, and they still do really good. But it's a nice showpiece for this tank. I like it. The sand bed. And if you know, put some black sand on the sand bed as well. Really makes it pop, especially with these blue lights that I added. And very, very happy with it. We got the mushrooms, green frilly mushrooms. Mushrooms, when I first got these guys, it was a lot more mushrooms than these guys. A lot more all over this rock. And look at this guy, he wants to fight or something. My tank went through some crazy thing when I first got the tank. I'm not even sure. And a lot of these guys died. A lot of them. But now, you can see, like when I first, like after the whole chaos happened, I had like maybe this much left. And now look. So, it just goes to show you that if you have a little piece of coral left, don't give up on it, because they will not die. If there's a little bit left of that coral, they will reproduce, and they will find a way to grow and live. That's exactly what we have right here. Then we have the hammer coral. Small little hammer. He's doing really good. Just in a good spot, I guess. He's just flowing, No coral really bothers him a lot. I'm just trying to see him take off. His color is really nice. He has really nice color, but hopefully he'll take off and get bigger. Takes time. Here comes my polyp bridge. This bridge is going to be a great display piece once it's done, and it's already halfway home. These polyps right here, when I got them, it started off as only 3. That's right, 3 polyps, and now it's taking over. I knew I wanted to be a zoa bridge. It's gonna end up being a poly bridge, because there's no way that I could put any zoas on here, because it's gonna take it over. It's gonna absolutely take it over. This clownfish right here, the male, actually hosts these polyps right here. He hosts it. He stays by it. He goes in it. He likes it. He'll lay in it. So that's crazy. I have the Recordia. Again, this coral wasn't even my coral. When I picked up some coral from somebody else in the tank, I saw this little frag. Like, what is this? And it was in the bottom, buried under the sand bed. I took it out. It was maybe the size of just that green little spot in the middle of it. And I was like, you know what? This is going to be a really cool coral if I can get it to live. And here it is now, almost the size of a quarter. And it's doing amazing. So I'm really happy with this. I can't wait till it gets even bigger. It's going to be an awesome coral to show. Right next to the right of it, we just have some green zoas. Nothing crazy about them, just some zoas, really. Right here on the right, we have a bubble tip anemone. This guy was in the back of my tank the whole entire first time I got him, a couple months, and finally, I kept on trying to move him and distress him a little bit, make him move, because it's an anemone, and if he wants to stay, he's gonna stay. And I knew that he wasn't getting enough light, he wasn't getting enough flow. I knew it, and finally he moved a little bit, and now he looks great. I'm very happy with him. He's gonna be a really good coral. He's gonna grow up and be really big, and I can't wait to have that guy. Again, another polyp. This rock right here started off as actually none. I guess one when I broken off my old corals, but the polyp found a way to survive. It started off with one head, and now it's taken over. So it just goes to show you, like I said, if they want to survive, they will survive. Alright, so we got a Duncan coral right here. This is the guy that fell off that I was telling you about in the beginning of the video. I have another Duncan up there as well. This Duncan is kind of more of a greener, purplish Duncan, pretty cool. Other one I have is green, kind of orangish, but this guy fell. I'll put him back up after the video, but you can just see, I wanted to show you the growth because the growth is still visible here, that he has another head right there. Let me see. Another head right there. You got another head right there. So really, he's a good Duncan. He's a good Duncan. Got the candy canes and the Mongolia. I think it's a great middle piece right here. It makes it really pop. Mongolia is doing really good. You can see all the polyps are out. The candy canes are also doing really well. And I love that black sand, how it just makes everything else pop too. I really suggest black sand. The anemone, this guy moved a couple different times, not far where that Duncan is, maybe to right here, maybe back down there, here. So he's back here now, and he likes it there. Hopefully he'll stay there. But he's doing really good. He's not getting out of control. He's doing alright, and even though he's right next to my leather coral and close to my Duncan, he's not hitting him. I mean, might be hitting this guy. This guy's built like a tree, so I don't think this guy's going to be affected by this anatomy at all. This Duncan's doing really good too, so I'm happy with that. Got a little more Xenia there, a couple more polyps. See, you have a polyp tank. And I got a lot of mushrooms that I had from the left side of the tank. I moved them to the right side of the tank. Kenya tree's up top. When I first got the Kenya tree, I put him on the bottom of the tank. He wasn't doing that good, so I decided to move him to the top of the tank, and he loves it. So I'm not moving him anytime soon. Newest thing, if I can get him, looks like he's not out. The fish. Oh, there he is back there, kinda. You can't see in the camera. He's a dotty back, not a purple dotty back. There's like an orange and red one. Sorry, I don't know the name. I got 2 new lights. Got 2 blue T5s. I put them over the LEDs. You can see there. I just think that the T5s with the LEDs make a good little combination, and I don't think anything can beat that. But the 2 blues had a nice little blue. So it's looking good. I like the tank, how it looks. That's it, guys. So thanks for watching this episode, video, whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, and there'll be plenty more. Stay tuned.